ba ba da ba da da ba da da ba 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 da 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 da. Going back in time. Ba, 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 da. Oh, hi! I didn't see you there. I was just, not using this very period-accurate device for the 16th century, where I very obviously am. Yeah. Well, hello, welcome to the Digital Ren Fair. I think I probably slurred that sentence. Let's try it one more time. Welcome to the Digital Ren Fair. I am your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare. You might know me from such plays as Titus Andronicus, for kids, Henry V, Macbeth, Death by Fluffy Kittens, and my comic book, Julius Caesar, Beware the Ides of March of the Penguins. But today, it is my esteemed pleasure and honor to be your host on this episode of the Digital Ren Fair. Cue the music! I'm going to assume that the music played and I wasn't holding an awkward freeze frame for at least 15 seconds. Welcome to the Digital Ren Fair, and tonight's theme, medieval music and entertainment. The mission of the Digital Ren Fair is to provide high-quality Renaissance festival entertainment, continually working to improve the qualities of these broadcasts to bring the excitement of Renaissance entertainment directly to you, our fans, all over the country, nay, the globe. And we are also here to support the livelihood of Renaissance Festival performers. Each of our performers that you're going to see tonight has their own digital tip jar. I have one of my own. You can go see it. Go to coffee.com/Shakespeare. That's ko-fi.com/Shakespeare and buy me a cup of coffee. If you do it for $20, I will write you your own sonnet. See, it's that easy. You just did it. You're like, oh yeah, I absolutely want to go tip Shakespeare some money. And so you're going to do that with the rest of our performers here tonight. This is our livelihood, and we thank you for giving us the greatest job in the world. You are what make our dreams happen. You are what allows us to go back in time. See what I did there? Bring the theme back in. Back in time to the Renaissance to bring to you art forms that you don't get to see in your normal day-to-day life. This is not something that you see on TV or Hulu, unless you're watching The Great, which, by the way, that is a fantastic show. No, this is something that you normally, heretofore, before this year of the quarantine, only saw once a year, maybe twice, at your local Renaissance fair. Whether it is in Texas or New York, Louisiana, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, California, Washington, Maine, and so many more. Renaissance fairs have not been able to happen in this quarantined year of 2020, and we all know why. Yeah, we don't need to go deep into details. Let's just suffice it to say, please wear your mask. Just do it. Do me a favor, wear your mask. But because of that, we are here, making a digital Renaissance festival for you to watch in your home. And we are so happy to be here. You are giving us the tools that we need to keep our livelihoods going and to keep you entertained. And that's a pretty good partnership, I think. So sit back, relax, and enjoy yourselves. Get into a blue box or a phone booth, maybe a late model DMC vehicle to hit 88 miles per hour. Maybe you're going to get into a starship and slingshot around the sun, or go through some sort of temporal vortex. Are you going to, by the way, be following Back to the Future rules or Terminator rules? If you're following Terminator rules, make sure you find a new set of clothes right away, because no one needs to go around nude. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. No one needs to see that. I don't look at myself. I just grab my clothes, close my eyes, and get dressed, and that's how we do it. But we're going back in time. It's going to be amazing. We're going to hang out in the dot of the eye with each other, because it's all a little bit Jeremy Beremy. This performer thinks of what she does as music soup, a refreshing blend of the old and the new, the traditional and the original, the familiar with the obscure. Approaching every performance with wit and heart, she brings a joyful voice and a radiant smile to the music that inspires herself and others. Music soup sounds so delicious and refreshing, honestly. Like, I really want some right now. I think I might go get something. Maybe she has a barley version. But let's stop talking about soup because I'm getting hungry. And we must pay attention to this amazing performer. Vocalist and multi-instrumentalist Misti Bernard performs selections from 13th century Spanish libraries and Latin codices with jazz-influenced world themes, improvisational vocals, Sufi melodies, and contemporary homages to ancient ideas. So as we welcome Misti Bernard to our digital Ren Fair stage, let us sit back, relax, and enjoy the soup. The music soup. Now I'm hungry again. Does she deliver on Uber Eats?
Hello, friends, and welcome. My name is Misti Bernard, and I'm going to be singing for you some music from medieval Spain. Now, this first song is in an early dialect of Spanish called Ladino. Everybody try that. Ladino. I know. It's a very sensual sounding language. He says to her, "At 1 o'clock I was born. At 2 o'clock I grew tall. At 3 o'clock I took a lover. At 4 o'clock we were married. He says I go off to war. 2 kisses I throw into the air. 1 is for my mother. The other is for you. My life, my heart, my soul." Spain. Thank you. Thank you very much. So that was a song from Andalusia. And we are going to hie our way a little bit northern more in Spain for this next tune. Wait, what's that you say? What? What instrument is this? Well, I will tell you. This is a mandora. It is of the gittern family, and it is a replica of an instrument from the 14th century. I call him Lorenzo. Cheeky, I know. As some of you may know, I am madly in love with the music of 13th century Spain. Medieval Spain was quite a font of learning and art and music, in no small part thanks to the wisdom of Alphonse el Sabio, or Alphonse the Wise, the king of Galicia, Castile and Leon, and 10th king to bear that name, Alphonse. Now, one of the favored sons of Galicia is a fellow by the name of Martin Codax. Now, Martin lived on the coast in a town called Vigo, and the water is quite icy there. However, the lyric of this song says, "All you who have known love, come with me to the sea at Vigo, where we will bathe in the healing waves there." Quantas veces amar, amigo, trides comigo no mar de Vigo, e banhando-nos imos nas ondas, e banhando-nos imos nas ondas. Quantas vezes amar, amado, trides comigo no mar nevado, e banhando-nos imos nas ondas, e banhando-nos imos nas ondas. Thank you, friends. Thank you. That one was taught to me by our beloved Owen Fife, the bard himself, gone from us these long years, but ever an inspiration still. I'm going to take us from the Cantigas de Amigo, which was that last one, to the Cantigas de Santa Maria. And this is a sweet song, and it tells of healing. This is one of the tunes, one of the songs that is credited to Alphonse El Sabio himself, for he references both himself as a troubadour and himself as the king, and he is asking Santa Maria, Holy Mary, for healing in this next song. Thank you, friends. Thank you. Now we are going to hie our way back south, back into the dialect of Ladino. Now, I can hear you asking, Well, what language were you just speaking in if it wasn't Ladino? And I'll tell you, I was speaking in a dialect of Spanish called Galicio Portuguese that is in fact spoken to the north. Now, this next one is yet one more that I learned from the playing of my friend and yours, Owen Fife, the magical and wonderful Owen Fife himself. It tells the story of a father and a daughter having a chat. The father says to his daughter, "Hey kid, when are you going to marry this fellow you've been seeing for so long?" His daughter says, "Oh, Dad, I don't want to marry him. I want a new love." Well, her father is appalled. Her father says, "But daughter, a new love could make for a bad marriage. You want to stick with what you know, what's tried and true." She says, "Oh, father, my new love might be sweet as an apple. My old love is definitely sour as a lime, however, and I'm willing to take the chance." And it goes like this. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you so much. So, I'm going to finish once more with one of Cantigas de Santa Maria. This one is called Maravillosas y Piadosas, and it tells the story of a woman who brings her infant son to the cathedral to present him to the statue of the Virgin Mary, Holy Mary, and Jesu Cristo, right? Baby Jesus. Well, the statue comes to life, as sometimes happened at the end of the Age of Miracles. It was maravillosas. Now, you may be asking yourself, what in the world is she doing with that weird capoing thing? What I have done is I've detuned my lowest string, so I already play in dadgad. And what that means is I tune my guitar down to D-A-D, G-A-D. Well, what I have done now is I detuned that D to a C and then capoed at the 11th fret. So I get this booming bass note, but then these chimey high notes. So. Maravilhosas e piedosas e livramosas, milagres faz Santa Maria, a que nos guia, bem noite e dia, em nossa paz. Viviste milagre bastante quero, que enfrendeis e que esta Virgem fez. Madre de Deus, maravilhas e vero, por toda que foi a vez. Faça a igreja, desde que seja, por nos enver amor, essa paz. No paraíso, onde está Cristo, foi o eriço, quem lhe apraz. Maravilhosas e piedosas e livramosas, milagres faz Santa Maria, a que nos guia, bem noite e dia, em nossa paz. Axe dona leva não, salve o sigo que obrição. E uma virgem muito pequeno, irima jogar esse o que vou. E fizesse, para que dissesse, sempre soubesse, de veras, que como aprendo, se eu bem comendo, foi me correndo, para o sanar. Maravilhosas e piedosas e livramosas, milagres faz Santa Maria, a que nos guia, bem noite e dia, em nossa paz. Mas a figura da Virgem Muisagen diz essa fio de sentada que não se espante, mas digo jante que sempre cante a de solas e seja quito, não me matito ramo que escrito e por lavar. Maravilhosas e piedosas e livramosas, milagres faz Santa Maria, a que nos guia, bem noite e dia, em nossa paz. Quando estou disso, imagine Cristo, resta menino papara, casi gentil e pues que me visto, veré sempre pues me gozarás, Lucas quanto caro un santo, tanto te chanto en el desfaz, isto cumprido foi tranquilo, como corrido vários dias. Maravilhosas e piedosas e livramosas, milagres faz Santa Maria, a que nos guia, bem noite e dia, e nos paz. milagres faz. Santa Maria, ó que nos guia, bem noite e dia, e nos dá paz. Thank you so very much, friends. Thank you. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Misti Bernard, and it has been my pleasure and my privilege to play these ancient songs for you today. If you've enjoyed what you've heard, I do have CDs available, and any tip of $20 or more will get a CD mailed to your house or emailed to your inbox post haste. So if you are inclined, if you are interested at all, and you would like to have some of this music to keep and to listen to ad infinitum, why, that's an excellent way of making that happen. If you decide that that's what you would like, do make sure to let me know in the notes whether you'd like an emailed copy or whether you would like a physical mailed copy, and include your addresses for both locations. In any case, thank you once again. I appreciate you so much. I do a regular live stream every Wednesday at 7 o'clock at Misti Bernard Musician, my Misti Bernard music page. So come and find me there. And hey, remember, in a world where we can be anything, choose to be kind.
A round of applause for that performance. Does it get any better than this in having Renaissance Festival performers in your own home or car or, as you know, the loo? Craig, I know you're watching me right there, and I feel slightly awkward about it. No worries. Let's move on with this conversation, shall we? Yes. So many of our performers have Patreons, and you should support them. Patreon allows you to become a patron of the arts. You are patronizing, in a very good way, these wonderful artists. You are saying, I like your art, and I want to contribute to it on a monthly basis. And it can be $1, $3, $5, $10, $20. They set it up. They deliver the art that you want. And we at the Digital Renaissance Fair are doing the same thing. You can go to patreon.com/digitalrenfair and support this show and our mission of helping to provide quality Renaissance Festival entertainment to you and provide a method of livelihood for our performers. Go do it right now. I'll wait. Oh, that's neat. I love this webcomic. It slays me. Did you do it? Good. So, patreon.com/digitalrenfair. And also, as always, #digitalrenfair. Friends, if you're enjoying my personal brand of idiocy as your host here of the Digital Ren Fair, please, I invite you to come over to my stuff and follow me as well. Go to ShakespeareApproves.com or Facebook.com/ShakespeareApproves, or on Instagram, I'm Shakespeare.approves, or on Twitter, I'm at ShakesApproves, on Patreon, on Patreon.com/Shakespeare, on Coffee, I'm Coffee.com/Shakespeare. I'm kind of everywhere. I'm also on a YouTube channel. You should go like and subscribe. Go to youtube.com/C/Shakespeare Approves. I mean, like, it might be over there and the links are over there. I don't know. It could be anywhere. There might be a mustache on my face right now or something a little bit more rude. I don't know. I don't know if the talented geniuses at Rainbubble have had time to put something weird on my face or even just in the ether around me. But please go do it, because you allow me to have an actual job. And I thank you for it. I mean, without you, I'd just be some loser sitting in my basement going, no, 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 no. But because of you, I'm a winner who gets to go, yep, 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 yep. See the difference? It was striking. Thanks. Punch and Judy shows date back for centuries. They were first written about in English by Samuel Pepys. And if you can't trust Samuel Pepys, who can you trust? Well, maybe a Marshmallow Pete. This show, by the way, is not brought to you by Marshmallow Peeps, but if you know them, give them my name. Wait, what was I talking about? Right, Punch and Judy shows. Punch and Judy shows are a timeless art form. They are so old, they are new again. They are brought to you today by Professor DeWitt, and they make wee lads and lasses and older folks all happy just the same. He's played in seaside villages in Broadstairs, England, and in the Kennedy Centre. He's at home anywhere you wish to have him, with a crowd large or small or socially distanced. Welcome to our stage, DeWitt's Punch and Judy show.
Good evening, everyone!
Good evening!
Now, wait a minute, this is not television. I'm not a holy. I say, good evening, everyone!
Good evening!
Is everybody here?
Yes.
If you're not here, raise your hand. My name is Professor DeWitt. I want to welcome you to the festival. We are going to open our show with a bit of prestidigitation. Would you rather see magic? Yeah. I needed a piece of rope, so I went to the shop today. I said, I need a piece of rope. I need a piece of rope that has one middle and two ends. They went to the back and they brought a rope out that had one middle and 1, 2, 3 ends. No, I said I need room. I said, how about 2 middles and 1, 2, 3 ends? I said, no, that won't work. She said, how about 4 ends, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 middles? I said, anyone can have that. She said, how about 1 middle and 1, 2, 3, 4 ends? I said, love, I need a rope that has 1 middle and 1, 2 ends. She said, we're out. Well, lucky enough, I went back around the set here, and I saw this piece of rope. So I take the piece of rope like this. I simply tie a knot right in the middle of the rope like that. I bring it out once, twice, thrice, snap my fingers, and quick as that, the knot triples. I'll wait for the applause. It's okay. I got no place to go. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone at home, we are going to present to you the old-time Punch and Judy Puppet Show!
Yay!
Now, Mr. Punch is over 300 years old. I look pretty good, don't I? My real name is Dorian Gray. Pictures in the closet don't look like good things happen. One punch pops up and he says, hello, everybody. I need everyone here to say, hello, Mr. Punch. So when he pops up there and he says, hello, everybody, what are we going to say?
Hello, Mr. Punch.
And if he says, oh, no, I didn't, you say, oh, yes, you did. So if he says, oh, no, I didn't, what are you going to say?
Oh, yes, you did.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all the way from Broadstairs, England, let's give him a nice clap. Mr. Punch, give him a nice clap, everyone, give him a nice clap. This is the best portion. He dances, he sings, he's not there. He was out late last night, Mr. Punch. Oh, Mr. Down! He fell asleep in the back. Can you hear him snoring? I'm going to count to 3 and shout, wake up, Mr. Punchman. 1, 2, 3. Wake up, Mr. Punch. That didn't going to be able to act. Do your dad sleep through everything like that? No. I'm going to go round the back and roust him out of bed. Everyone shout, wake up, Punch, wake up, Mr. Punch.
Wake up, Mr. Punch.
I say, Mr. Punch, we're all out there waiting for you. What do you mean you're not going up? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is highly irregular. I'm going to have the courtier come up to entertain you for a moment while I have a word with Mr. Punch. Mr. Courtier, yes? Will you please go up and entertain the fine folks while I have a word with Mr. Punch? Or be delighted. Hello!
Hello.
Oh, they were quiet going out there tonight. Hello!
Hello!
Hi, I'm the courtier. Hi, I'm going to sing a little song. Feel free to clap your hands along. Oh, I do like to be so seaside. I do like to be side to side. I know I'm many other days. I knocked myself out. Mr. Bunch, the poor Corby has knocked himself out. Will I get an aspirin, please? Will you please go out?
Hello, Mr. Punch.
I say, Mr. Bunch, call me your wife, Judy. Everybody help me to my call for Judy.
Judy.
I say, Mr. Pike, you didn't tell me we had company. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Oh, you're a marvelous audience, and yes, all you folks at home, I can see you sitting there. I say, Pike, what do you want? Oh, he wants me to give him a kiss. Shall I give him a little kiss, everybody?
Yes.
If I don't, it'll be an extremely short show. Play your stick, though. Hello, Mr. Pike. Well, nice big kiss. Go. I can't give you a kiss. I'm shy. If I give you a kiss, everybody out here will laugh at me. You won't laugh if I give him a little kiss, will you, everybody?
No.
If I give you a kiss, I'm going to blow my nose in my pinafore. Oh, I feel much better now. Kissy, kissy. Kiss, kissy. Close your eyes, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Mr. Pike, you are as passionate as a milkman. I can't do all my secrets. I say, but they think we woke the baby. Would you like to see our baby, everybody?
Yes.
I will get the baby. I say, Mr. Pike, I can't find the baby. Oh, I found him. He fell in the washing machine. Then you never say, isn't he a darling baby? We call him Bill. We call him Bill because he arrived at the end of the month. But you want to go with the baby, you come and kiss. You won't make the baby cry. But everyone, if Mr. Pike makes the baby cry, will you call me?
Yes.
What's my name?
Judy.
Oh, you bob him away. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye. Bye-bye. I said everybody's my baby, okay?
Yes.
Has Mr. Pike been naughty with the baby?
Oh, yes, you did.
Shall I go up and be naughty with him?
Yes.
You realize you're a politically incorrect audience. And is he going to get more than a time out? Oh, I say, Pike. Hey! Don't you do that. You tale of two cities. You, Oliver Twist. You, Mr. Scrooge. I'm giving him the Dickens. Oh-ho! Hello, hello, hello! No. I said hello. I say, has Mr. Piper a North him on?
Yes.
Shall I look him up?
Yes.
Where is he? Aha! Hello, Pipe. Oh my. I am an officer of the law. I have a warrant to lock you up. Can't you see what he did to me, everybody?
Yeah.
Did anyone get a video? My body cam is in my other suit. I said, he's thinking about my nose. I said, I can't stand it when he tickles me on my nose. No, think about my nose. Why do you think about my nose? I say, Mr. Pipe, it's time for you now. Come get your pillow. Now, Mr. Pipe, if you will say 1919 every morning, I'm sure they will say 1990 back.
90-90.
Oh, boy.
90-90. 90-90.
Hello, everybody!
Hello.
I'm Jerry the Clown from London Town, and I have nothing to do with the clowns in Washington, D.C. Not last night, but the night before, 3 kinky monkeys came to me door. One had a fiddle, one had a drum, one had a pancake stuck on his bum. Hello, everybody. Hello, Mr. Pipe. Come up there. Tell him to put his stick down, everyone.
Put your stick down.
That's your stick. Give him yours. Shall I give him his stick? Shall I give it to him?
Yes.
You both fight to be a good thing. Are you hungry? Can I find you something to eat, everyone?
Yes.
Oh, I found sausages. I call them sausages because I can't say sausages, Heidi. You want to the sausages, I'll get the fly. You won't eat the sausages, man. Everyone, if someone tries to eat my sausages, will you call me?
Yes.
Keep it out of them. I'm a poo emoji. I'm a poo emoji. Poo poo. I tell me my sausage is okay.
No.
What do you mean? Mr. Pipe, did you eat my sausages? He ate my sausages, didn't he, everyone?
No.
Oh, yes, he did.
Oh, no, he didn't.
I said, oh, yes, he did.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Oh, yes, he did.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Oh, yes, he did. Everyone, Mr. Pipe doesn't feel well. Everyone say, Doctor, Doctor.
Doctor.
Oh yeah, guten Tag. Hello. My name is Dr. Duck. I'm a bit of a quack. Mr. Pipe was seems to be the matter. He said he's dead. How long have you been dead? What do we know? I must examine the patients. No? How do we feel? Sit up, Mr. Pipe. How do we feel now? I never heard a dead man speak. I must examine him some more. Lay down, Mr. Pike, lay down. Do you hear? Yes, stop. Ow! He kicked me in my little head. He's the naughtiest man on earth. I say, Pike, sit up, 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 sit up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here. Trevor's back. Yeah, up, Dad. Get off me back. You're breaking me back. Now, Mr. Pike, I'm going to give you some medicine. Shall I get him some medicine, everyone?
Yes.
Shall I make it nasty medicine?
Yes.
Aha! I have your medicine. You must take your medicine. He must take his medicine, mustn't he, everyone?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Pike, it'll only hurt for a moment. My favorite part. Do you feel better? I'll give him more. Thank Buckle my shoes. Close it off. You need singing lessons. I say, but you got one to tickle too. I say, Mr. Punch. Why don't you sing a little song?
What was that?
The professor. You call me the nick of time. I pulled Mr. Pike out of the jaws of that crocodile. Give yourselves a big clap. Give yourselves a big clap, everyone. I say, Punch, you better go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Punch and Judy man will be right out with a very important message. Please remain seated. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is the story of Punch and his lovely wife, Judy. Now nobody wants to be like Mr. Punch, do they?
No.
And everyone knows that those were just wooden-headed puppets, and no one really got hurt in that bit of fun we just had. If you have enjoyed the show, we need your assistance. Ring, write, text. Let the festival hear that you love the show. Remember, the one or two politically correct people in the universe will make sure their vote is heard and counted. Don't let them steal your right to see a Punch and Judy show on American soil. Ladies and gentlemen, the whole world is going through a terrible pandemic. I want to let you know that we're proud to have been a member of this troop out here today to help all those people at home watching the show and the people that came out today. But we do want to remind you, life will carry on despite the darkness. Keep your chins up and enjoy life. Thanks for coming out. All the best. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Revo huzzah! Ah, bravo! Make search sure for that particularly amazing performance. You go. You go right now and you tip that performer. I'll wait. It's fine. You go do it. Go do it. I'm not going to do anything weird over here. What are you doing? Don't mind me. I'm just Facebook stalking someone. It's fine. What are you doing? Oh, goodness. Really? No. When I wake up, yes, you know I'm gonna be the bard who wakes with thoughts of you. And when I'm musing, yes, you know I'm gonna be the bard who's musing over you. When I'm writing, yes, you know I'm gonna be the bard who writes sonnets for you. And if I stalk you, yes, you know I'm gonna be the bard who might be stalking you. 'Cause I would write 500 poems and I would write 500 more just to be the bard who wrote 1,000 poems and nailed them to your door. When I'm acting, yes, you know I'm gonna be the lover in a story about you. And when the royalties come in for the work I do, I'll commission a Michelangelo for you. When I sing this, yes, you know I'm gonna be the bard who's singing this to you. And when you're sleeping, yes, you know I'm gonna be the bard who's watching over you. But it won't be creepy, 'cause I would write 500 poems and I would write 500 more just to be the bard who wrote 1,000 poems and nailed them to your door. Hey, nonny, nonny. Hey, nonny, nonny. Hey, nonny, 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 no. Hey, nonny, nonny. Hey, nonny, nonny. Hey, nonny, 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 no. Your last haircut? Did you know that I was there? I was the bard who picked your hair up off the floor. And when I'm dreaming, yes, you know I'm gonna dream about the dress you wore last Saturday before.
Oh, the pink one.
When you go out,
out.
yes, you know I'm gonna be the bard who's 3 steps behind you. And I love you,
I love you.
like Romeo loves Juliet. This isn't creepy, this is perfectly normal. There'll be less suicide, and I know you'll love me too. 'Cause I would write 500 poems and I would write 500 more just to be the bard who wrote 1,000 poems and nailed them to your door. Hey, nonny, nonny. Hey, nonny, nonny. Hey, nonny, 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 no. Hey, nonny, nonny. Hey, nonny, nonny. Hey, nonny, 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 no. Everyone! Hey, nonny, nonny. Hey, nonny, nonny. Hey, nonny, 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 no. Hey, nonny, nonny. Hey, nonny, nonny. Hey, nonny, 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 no. But I love you and I'm not a stalker. It's just a very strong feeling. It might just be a midlife crisis, 'cause I've got 3 kids and a mortgage. I don't know. Maybe I should stop Facebook stalking this person. Do they even know who I am? Yeah, it's just weird and creepy. I'm gonna put that over there. Friends, I would also like to ask you, while you're doing all the wonderful things, following our performers, going and finding out about the next gigs, so on and etc., to join me and my social distancing players, the online theatre company that I began during the quarantine time, to help out Renaissance Festival performers to have some sort of quasi-gainful employment during this period when our traditional venues are closed. A co-production that we are doing with the Zenith Players, a wonderful community theatre based in New Jersey. On Wednesday, August 12th, we are performing The Importance of Being Earnest. The goal is for each actor to make at least $150, and then for the Zenith players to have enough money to support their ongoing programs and projects, such as having the money to pay for the bandwidth, and to get rights for shows, and to actually keep the lights on, and all that. So, thanks very much. Go watch the show on Wednesday, August 12th. That's going to be at facebook.com/Shakespeare Approves and facebook.com/Zenith Players and youtube.com/C/Shakespeare Approves. And also this weird link right here. I mean, I can't even say that one. That's just odd. And also go to the Indiegogo campaign to pay the performers. It's really appreciated, and you're helping to keep live theatre alive. I love this job. All of these performers that we get to see. And aren't they amazing? I get to know so many wonderful and amazing people and just pick up a little bit of their awesomeness myself. It rubs off on you. It's like a type of magic that never gets out. Just like glitter when you meet a fairy. And that doesn't wash out for years. I went to a fairy festival in 2006 and I was still finding glitter in my beard even though I shaved it off at least 11 times 4 years later. Seriously, 4 years. Glitter never gets off. But neither does awesomeness. And so many of these performers are awesome and amazing. This next performer is one such. A multi-instrumentalist specializing in bowed psaltery, flute, penny whistle, bodhrán, piano, toy and standard. Who says that toy and standard? This one does. She has played at Renaissance and medieval festivals, SCA events, and anywhere else people want a talented musician with a quirky take on things, like right here, the Digital Ren Fair. Friends, please welcome into your hearts and your homes and possibly your car, which might be dangerous unless someone else is playing it. For the love of God, don't be looking at the phone right now while you're driving, Craig. Craig, I'm talking to you. Thank you. Hands at 10 and 2, Craig. Hands at 10 and 2. Please welcome Apryl Knight.
Greetings, this is Apryl Knight here at your Digital Ren Fair early music concert, and I'm going to start out by playing this hurdy-gurdy here. For those of you who are unfamiliar with it, it is like a violin with a piano interface. So instead of having a bow that goes across the strings, I have this rosined wooden wheel that when I turn the crank, rubs on the strings and makes the sound. And then instead of fretting the strings with my fingers, I have a piano keyboard that basically does that for me. We're going to start out, we're going to go in chronological order here. So the first song that I'm going to do is called Arve la Coindetta Sazos. My pronunciation is, I'm sure, terrible. This song was written by Bertram de Born, who lived from 1140 to 1215, somewhere in that general vicinity. And the words are, at the beginning, the pleasant season now returns, and all our ships are sailing in. The noble, gallant King Richard, this is King Richard the Lionheart, will come, and we'll see gold and silver being spent, and trebuchets built, and tents put up, and walls breached, and towers torn down, and the enemy in prison or in chains. Sounds like speeches for being elected. Campaign promises, that's the word I was going for. Sounds like campaign promises here. But in any case, it's a super fun song. I really like the way it sounds. I've had to retune the hurdy-gurdy to make this work, so I'm going to have to retune it back afterwards, but this is one of those rare times you will ever hear me not playing in either C or D. Thank you. Now we're going to go ahead and reset the tuning before I completely forget about it. So this is interesting because most of the time one string on a hurdy-gurdy, unless it has a capo, just stays where it is. It's a little, hello, what am I skipping? There we are. A little tough to retune them, and it's not really a good idea. But I do this for you. Alright, let's put it back on that A where it's supposed to go. There we go. Let's check that out. Alright, we'll take it. And now that I've got that note completely back in tune, I'm not even going to play it. Because I am going to instead switch over to the key of C. And this song is called Kalinda Maya. Yep, there we go. Good. This song is written by Rembol de Verkeres, 1165 to 1207. The next song I'm going to do, we are going to switch completely away from the hurdy-gurdy. Say goodbye, hurdy-gurdy. Which, by the way, is a very good medieval instrument. This hurdy-gurdy, not this one in particular, but the instrument goes all the way back to the 10th century, and our earliest recorded example is in France. I'm now going to switch over to another instrument that makes complete sense to me as a piano player, just like the hurdy-gurdy does. But this one, as one of my friends calls it, is the best medieval instrument that never existed. It's a bowed psaltery, P-S-A-L-T-E-R-Y, and like a piano, it has the white keys on this side and the black keys on this side in groups of 2s and 3s. And in order to play any note, you just bow between any 2 pegs. This instrument is based on medieval psalteries, but it was actually invented somewhere around 1900, around the turn of the 20th century, because the the psalteries of the medieval period would not have been chromatic. That wasn't a thing back then. Also, all of the medieval psalteries were either strummed with the fingers or plucked with a pick or a plectrum. As far as we know, none of them were bowed. But that's okay. It sounds really good, and it's a nice instrument to play these medieval songs on. So what I'm going to do next is À l'entrante and Je nous compris. And À l'entrante was written by Blondel, which basically just means the blonde guy. So we're a little unsure as to his exact identity, but he was said to be Richard the Lionheart's favorite minstrel. And the legend goes that when Richard was in prison, he went searching for him, and he would whistle the first half of this tune. And when he finally heard the second half being whistled back at him, he knew where Richard was being held and was able to go back and start raising funds for his release. That's the legend anyway. It's kind of fun. And so this song was written somewhere in the late 12th century, and I'm going to follow it up with Je nous compris, which was actually written by Richard the Lionheart while he was in prison somewhere between 1192 and 1194. And the lyrics translate something to, though I am in prison, with a little bit of effort and help from my friends and barons, I can still sing a song. I get by with a little help from my friends. Je nous en prie, nous diras sa raison. Adoué dimanche de la maintenant. Mais par effort puis-il faire chanson. Multe amis, mes pauvres solidons. On dit free. Se von bien mio met mi peron, angue non puoi bevane gascon, que je ne nous si pauvre campagne. compagnon qui je laissa pour avouer en prison. J'en mes bonnes rétractions, si je veux y faire free. Thank you. Pardon any sounds you happen to hear. Those are my cats, and cats cannot be told, hey, I'm recording, please stop making noise. So, anywho, next up, we are going to switch to some Cantigas de Santa Maria. So, back to the hurdy-gurdy for a couple of songs. The Cantigas de Santa Maria were written or collected by King Alfonso the Wise around the year 1250. He was king of Spain and Castile. And these were songs either about or to the Virgin Mary, and collected all in one volume to show the Moors that the Christians had just as much culture as they did, so there. So we're going to start with Cantiga number 353. This is one of my favorites to play. Let's see if we're still in tune. Close enough. All right, Cantiga number 353. Cantiga 353. Next up, we're going to do Cantiga number 282, and this one, also very fun to play. I included it on my One Nerdy Night Geek CD because it sounded a little piratical and I needed a couple of pirate songs. So, this song was actually suggested to me. I learned this because my friend Gunnar, who does Scandinavian music, this is his favorite cantiga, and he said, oh, you should learn to play this so we can do it together. And so here we are, Cantiga number 282. 72 plus Crowley the cat. Next up, we're going to switch over to the bowed psaltery for Cantiga number 166. This one, the words are "Como poden persas culpas." And interesting, fun trivia fact about this particular song, if you've watched the Conan the Barbarian with Arnold Schwarzenegger, the old one, the nuns are actually singing this cantiga while the rest of the party is sneaking into the big snake temple. Corny movie, but proper medieval music, so go figure. Como poden. Next up, we are going to do Strela do Dia. This is Cantiga number 100. And the words are something like, Santa Maria, star of the day, guide our way. So I figure it's a little like medieval GPS. You know, in 400 Hail Marys, turn right. That kind of thing. Strela do Dia. Next up, we're going to go ahead and skip back to the hurdy-gurdy. And the next song is C'est la fin, which basically means, the lyrics mean, it is finished, it is final, I will be in love. So there, take that. This song was written by Guillaume d'Amin, sometimes referred to as William the Painter, in the 13th century. C'est le fun. Finally, very, very last song, we're going to do Sumerisa Coming In. And this is from the 13th century. It is our earliest recorded example of a round. And so this means that there is a part for you at home. And because you're at home, it doesn't matter because nobody's going to hear you. So everyone should sing. Your part goes like this. Sing cuckoo, sing cuckoo, sing cuckoo, sing cuckoo. And if that's a little too hard, you can do the slightly easier version. Sing cuckoo, sing cuckoo, sing cuckoo. And I'm going to do the not so easy version while you do your part. Right as soon as I make sure I'm in tune. Yes? Yes? There we go. The hurdy-gurdy, ladies and gentlemen. Sing cuckoo, sing cuckoo, sing cuckoo, sing cuckoo. Summer is coming in, Ludi sing cuckoo. Blow his head and blow his head and sing it wouldn't you? Sing cuckoo, I'll repeat this after Lambda, after Calvacoo. Pull his back to pocket, but it's Ludi sing cuckoo. Cuckoo, cuckoo, well sing it stop cuckoo, slip down avenue. Summer is coming in, Ludi sing cuckoo. Blow his head and sing it wouldn't you? Sing cuckoo, I'll repeat this after Lambda, after Calvacoo. Pull his back to pocket, but it's Ludi sing cuckoo. Cuckoo, cuckoo, well sing it stop cuckoo, slip down avenue, slip down avenue, slip down avenue. Thank you very much for being here with me, Apryl Knight, at the Digital Ren Fair Early Music Concert. Before we go, I would like to let you know that I have 3 CDs available. I have Dance the Night Away, which is all songs from the 14 or 1500s, meticulously researched as to repeat structure and tempo to be absolutely perfect for dancing, and really fun to listen to. I'm very proud of some of these arrangements on here. And I also have Allons-y, Time Traveler's Tunes. This is songs that a certain doctor might have heard while traveling through time, though not necessarily space. Songs from the 1200s or 1100s all the way up to the 20th century, because it includes a song that I wrote when I was in college. And I also have One Nerdy Night, which I realize doesn't really tie into early music so much, except that it does have several songs on here with words written to Renaissance songs, including 5 Pounds of Fare, which was written to Packington's Pound, which back in the day was a much more popular song than Greensleeves. It was the song, and mine is about how much dirt there is at your typical Renaissance fair. So I would like you to thank you one more time for your kind attendance, and I hope you had a wonderful time.
Friends, that about wraps it up. I want to thank everyone who made this show possible today. All of our performers, let's give them a great big round of applause. Let's also thanks all of our people who work here on the Digital Ren Fair. There are so many people that go into this. The good people at Rain Bubble Productions that put up all the graphics and make this show look good and make me not seem like quite as much of an idiot. Because I am. Also, I'd like to thank all of you for tuning in. Without you, there is no show. There's just a bunch of weirdos talking to their phones whilst wearing velvet. I mean, that's not a terrible thing in and of itself, but it's weird. You gotta admit it. So next week, come right back here. Come back to facebook.com/digitalrenfair. There's going to be another week of entertainment, another round of enjoyment, another chance to raise our glasses high and toast each other. And here's a toast for you. To the friends who've gone before, to our friends next door. Thanks for being mine. Cheers to you. I'm your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare. I love you, you love me. There is mutual glorious affection. Until next time.
Thank you.